A very good afternoon and welcome to UBC Lunchtime News with me, Maureen Babidie, on this 22nd of July, 2025. It's a pretty cold afternoon, and for those of you watching us from home and planning to step out, carry something to keep you warm. Now, in our first report this afternoon, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yesterday met the Director General of the Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, Q Dongyu, at State House in Entebbe. The President underscored the critical role of the FAO in supporting the transformation of agri-food systems, reiterating that agriculture development remains a top priority for Uganda. The President assured His Excellency Dongyu of his unwavering support to facilitate smooth collaboration with the FAO. The two leaders further discussed how they could enhance collaboration in key areas such as sustainable agriculture and food security that are vital for Uganda's agricultural transformation. A significant emphasis was also placed on the need for income security, nutrition and hygiene to provide a stable foundation for the well-being and development of individuals. His Excellency Dongyu expressed gratitude for Uganda's ongoing commitment to the FAO and affirmed the organization's readiness to provide strong support to Uganda's investment plans. Take a look.
Income, security. Well, that line was a bit dangerous here in Africa. You see Africa?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, in more news, Mengo Senior School celebrated its 130th anniversary, marking over a century of profound contributions to the education and national development in Uganda. The celebrations held at the school grounds featured various dignitaries, with the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Ms. Janet Kataha Museveni, as the chief guest. The day began with a Thanksgiving service led by the Most Reverend Dr. Samuel Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, the Archbishop of the Province of the Church of Uganda. First Lady Janet Museveni congratulated Mengo Senior School on its remarkable journey and commended its outstanding achievements and contributions to the Ugandan society and humanity.
A major highlight was laying of the foundation stone for the 9-story mega dining building currently under construction, which is the signature project for the celebrations. This Ugandan shilling 18 billion project, expected to be completed within 2 years, will seat up to 9,000 learners at once, reflecting the school's growth strategy. The complex will also house a gym, a 1,000-seat computer laboratory, a modern kitchen, and the main hall for performing arts. Despite a heavy downpour, First Lady Janet Museveni addressed the gathering, congratulating Mengo Senior School on its remarkable journey and commending its outstanding achievements and contributions to Uganda and humanity. She contributed the school's resilience to its foundation on the rock God.
I think that this is a day to thank God, because I believe that Mengo SS built this school on the rock God, who became your solid foundation. And even 130 years, with all the challenges that hit Uganda's education in the past, because Mengo SS foundation was a rock, it could not fall.
Mrs. Museveni praised the school's alignment with government priorities, including its emphasis on science education, practical skills development, and ICT integration, all vital components of the new lower secondary curriculum.
The curriculum is designed to enable learners to explore their interests through a learner-centered approach, build their capabilities, and identify personal strength for lifelong learning as they prepare for the workplace. This fosters their problem-solving skills and decision-making abilities, thus allowing for the learner's smooth transition into the world of work.
She highlighted the government's commitment to education through building seed schools and improving infrastructure in existing secondary schools. She urged students to prioritize their studies and embrace values of integrity, honesty, respect, hard work, and fear of the Lord. In support of the new dining complex, the First Lady presented a gift of 100 million Ugandan shillings from President Museveni and pledged continued prayers for the project.
Mama, I must appreciate you for the support you gave us in our traditional schools, rehabilitating our schools, including Gayaza High School. Thank you very much. And also Nabumari. We are so grateful. There are a number of schools, those we already forwarded before you in appreciation. Thank you so much. We continue to pray that you consider other traditional schools as well. Because these traditional schools are very cooperative, they are very dedicated people, we are product of those schools. And we are really committed to continue partnering with the government of Uganda.
We want to build the Mengo of the next century and a quarter, and we remain open to everyone's participation in all the activities and events after this celebration.
During the celebrations, the school recognized Charles Malay, who taught German and music at Mengo SS for 35 years and composed the school anthem in 1987, along with Reverend Canon Julia Elizabeth, who served as chaplain without a chapel for many years. Reporting for UBC, Baguma William.
Thank you, Baguma. And now in the health sector, the Commissioner for Clinical Services at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Ronnie Bohatungide, has announced that the Uganda Human Organ Donation and Transplant Council will be established and become operational within the current financial year. Dr. Bohatungide was briefing the media on the progress made during a medical camp on kidney transplants. Our reporter, Abigaba, has the report.
Mulago National Referral Hospital has so far conducted 4 successful kidney transplants with a target of reaching 12 transplants by the end of 2025-2026 financial year. Among those who successfully underwent transplants are a 16-year-old girl and her 24-year-old donor, a 57-year-old man with a 43-year-old donor, a 23-year-old patient with their 43-year-old donor, and a 24-year-old recipient whose donor was 26 years old. The Commissioner for Clinical Services at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Batuhingire, says Uganda has conducted 9 kidney transplants, and the first was carried out in 2023. Over 400 patients are on the waiting list.
The gap that we had was operationalization because of budget. And we have been given commitment by the Minister of Finance this year that we will be supported to operationalize the council. And that should be able to let all the other players that have expressed desire and readiness to conduct any form of transplant surgeries in the country.
The Executive Director of Mulago National Referral Hospital, Dr. Rosemary Byanyima, told the media the facility will roll out one patient, one attendant policy to enhance patient privacy and security.
We require that the attendant deposits a photocopy of a national ID or other documents like a driving permit or a photocopy of the passport. This will help us to track
to introduce a deceased organ donation program by 2029 to utilize organs from the deceased persons. Currently, kidney transplants at Mulago National Referral Hospital are conducted free of charge for Ugandan nationals. The key requirement is presentation of a valid national ID.
The deceased donors are many more than you can even think about. There are many more kidneys that you can get from the deceased donors. We need to begin this conversation. Very controversial, very scary, but as a surgeon, I teach them we don't mind involving ourselves in difficult conversations. There are kidneys out there that are going down into graves which could save lives, including the very people who are buying this person. They bury you with your kidney. It's unfortunate because that kidney will save the same person who is burying you. But have this conversation and begin harvesting organs from people who have consented.
Our 16-year-old, for example, had severe malaria, and this is one of the common causes of kidney failure. So we have a lot of people who are potentially going to need kidney transplants. But transplants have to be looked at very well.
40% of all referrals. Zahra Abigaba, UBC News.
Thank you, Zahara. And now from Kampala, we head to Mbale City, where the University of West England has partnered with the Bamasaba to conduct a people pilot project aimed at sensitizing parents and communities about giving equal treatment to children living with disabilities in Bugisu sub-region. Research conducted by New Dawn International in partnership with the University of West England indicates that most of the children living with disabilities in Bugisu sub-region are hidden in homes and some regarded as curses. We have a report.
The reason why we launched Hidden People Project, as the name suggests, is we walked around our community and you don't see any disabled children. My wife would ask, but where do you, in the UK you can see people on the streets, you can see, people pushing, people with wheelchairs, but we don't see those in our communities. And we wondered, where are these children? Where could they be? And upon further prodding and investigations is when we discovered that actually most of these children are hidden at home. Because of stigma, they're hidden at home because parents can't afford to bring them in the public. They're hidden at home because of technically just general survival. So we have a rehabilitation center there at the moment. We are still equipping it. What we intend to achieve it's located in Manafa, it's the first of its kind in the rural community, because most of them are in the cities and far away, and there are not that many for children. So our expected help, we actually cover 5 forms of neurological conditions. We cover autism, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, hydrocephalus, and spina bifida. So those are illnesses which do with the brain or the spine. And so our target is to make sure that children with such conditions, first of all, are accepted in the communities, the community to understand that they're not cursed. Secondly is there's treatment for most of those ailments, and if you seek it early, so create awareness so that people can go to the hospital, hence the partnership with Cure Hospital, which is willing to, respond to any of the illnesses, to help support or do operations.
Despite of their disabilities, they are still human beings. They still feel, they still have thoughts, even though some of them may not be able to express it. It is our duty as educators, as parents, as community in the country to give these children a chance of a better life, and also to experience better quality of living, rather than to hide them away and not to talk about their children having disabilities, because these children, if given the right environment, right tools, they can also progress. The more we encourage that, the more these children will be able to contribute to society. The more we hide them, the more these children will be seen.
Great initiative there. Now we move to Toro Kingdom, where the King of Toro, Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru Rakidi IV, has urged the youth to desist from peer pressure and immoral acts that lead them to acquisition of HIV and AIDS and dropping out of school. King Oyo made the call during the Toro Youth Annual Conference held in Fort Portal as an event to mark the 30th Mpango celebration slated for September the 12th. Take a look.
Youth are a resource on whom every society builds upon for continuity and need guidance. The Omukama of Toro Kingdom has turned to the youth, urging them to respect their lives. This was during the annual youth conference ahead of Toro Kingdom 30th Mpango celebration due September the 12th.
Whatever issues one may hope to tackle, leadership is the key to success. Leadership inspires and provides strategic direction. Further too, as I always argue, our youth, that you are never too young to lead. I hope the integrational discussions that have taken place at this conference will spark ideas that will have impact beyond this venue.
Omukama Oyo advised the youth to avoid drug abuse, alcoholism, peer pressure, and engaging in immoral acts.
Avoid peer group influence that breeds negative behaviors, which often result in dangerous outcomes like contraction of HIV, teenage pregnancies, use of drugs, alcoholism, violence, and many others.
On Toro Kingdom 25 years development agenda, the King's subjects were asked to utilize the agriculture model farm to boost agriculture.
The King, when building the ICT center, had the vision that the youth of Toro have to be digitally skilled within his 25-year development plan. Marifasasa comes in at an opportune time when we say the building is ready, the opportunity is now. They move the needle by mentioning numbers, but also saying this is a free initiative. So we are looking at 5,000 youth being digitally skilled per annum over the 5-year period, with emphasis on the girls. 60% have to be girls that are educated through this youth initiative.
According to Reach a Hand Uganda, the annual youth conference is a platform to address cultural practices and voices that affect young people.
We're looking at so many misconceptions that are well connected with culture and their misconception towards our reproductive health while we're growing up. So how are we able to address some of those issues?
And we have come to realize that some cultures encourage early marriage. For them, they think it is a way to go. And we are discouraging it strongly with all our strength.
The Toro Kingdom Youth Conference is an annual event that brings together youth from all counties of the kingdom and outside Toro Kingdom in unity towards development.
Thank you so much. Now, NRM candidates who lost to Peter Edopu in the recent primaries for Dakabela County in Soroti District have rejected the result and disclosed plans to bounce back as independents in the general election. The primaries attracted 6 contestants, that is Edoru Simon Peter, Edeku Peter Edopu, Edigu Francis, Enyimo Harriet, Obit William, and Atayo Caroline. The candidates addressed a press conference at the district headquarters and expressed dissatisfaction, pointing at electoral fraud and other forms of malpractice.
It was very clear in the entire county, the 3 parishes did not have genuine declaration forms. These were created forged declaration forms Two, we also wanted the Electoral Commission to first of all notify all the results of this polling station that were clearly showing signs of rigging. And then we only count votes from genuine polling stations.
I want the NRM Commission to cancel those results and we go back for elections, for the primary elections. Failure to do that, I am coming back as an independent candidate for Dakabela County, 2026-2031.
In Dakabela County, nobody would go to 10,000 because the turnout was very low. When we finished to tally 80% of Dakabela, I already had 6,000. And the person who was next to me had 4,000. And the third person had 3,000. Now, the person who has been declared was supposed to be the third.
I want to assure you that this was not an election, but what my colleague, Mr. Edopo, tried to do was a tribal war. He's trying to create a gap between Iteso and the Kumams because none of the Iteso candidates got votes in the belt of Kumam. And that is Ochuloi, Katine, and some parts of the other Tubur.
We petitioned as a team, that is the five of us. But for me, whatever results that come out of that petition, if we are to have a rerun, still I will participate. If there's nothing that comes out of the petition, for me, I'm already ready to be a candidate for Dakabela.
Thank you so much. You're still watching UBC Lunchtime News. We'll take a short break and return with business.
Abeka baratuza. Awarunji. Naffe tujja.
Oh. Bami kwangu. Anya inakuchenja ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwe change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange kwegera.
Yes, sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Jire satu kitundu.
Satu kitundu.
Yes, sir.
Nayo. Sente nga zinziguddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka. Nze no bola bankoye. Kuva ku macha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu yambe ku munno mutikule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. Can you put it on your phone and make money?
Bye-bye. Musuri domtuma. Wanda zo kuagara. Naye. Thanks for coming. This, empombo wazichari wawo. Jajja mwongereko. Oyagala nnyo olwombo lw'ekinyebwa.
Kandete kando.
Towetaaga kutambula. Gwe ne bw'otuula.
Tubeere mu nzikiza.
Senga n'atuma olina okugumiikiriza.
You got us on your wallet. Bobby, again. What's the drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders. June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals. Youth, PWD's elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders.
No!
FOB! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Parents and caregivers, remember to immunize your children 9 times from birth to 18 months to protect them against vaccine-preventable diseases such as measles, rubella, polio, pneumonia, hepatitis B, tuberculosis, tetanus, meningitis, yellow fever, diarrhea, whooping cough, diphtheria, and malaria. All vaccines used for immunization are safe, effective, and free. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and partners.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
We welcome you back from that short commercial break. You're still with me, Maureen Babidie, on UBC Lunchtime News. Now in our business, officials from the Bank of Uganda have launched a countrywide sensitization campaign targeting micro and small entrepreneurs, aiming at improving access to the $20 million Micro and Small Enterprise Recovery Fund. The initiative is designed to support businesses in their recovery and growth post-COVID-19. Among the targeted groups is the Uganda Tailors Association, whose members have now been briefed on the application process and eligibility criteria to benefit from the fund. Our reporter Mary Namokose has the details.
The Micro and Small Enterprise Recovery Fund is a crucial intervention launched to help Uganda's small and medium businesses to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic and build a more resilient and inclusive economy.
What we are looking at is to see that the business, those who are collapsed, others are still moving slowly, but are going to get support through under the program of Bank of Uganda.
Eligibility for the fund extends to small businesses owned by individuals, groups, partnerships or companies employing between 2 and 49 people.
An individual is supposed to apply through their own financial institution. The financial institution appraises the application just like any other application under their credit policies and procedures. Following its approval, they submit it to Bank of Uganda.
The fund is being channeled through Tier 3 and Tier 4 financial institutions, which will in turn lend to qualified micro and small enterprises at affordable rates. However, despite its launch in 2021, the fund has recorded a relatively low uptake, Key challenges include limited awareness and the inability of some businesses to meet loan requirements.
Because many members, they are lacking collaterals to access finance, but now that kind of stumbling block is going to be removed. They are trying to revise it so that members can access funds.
So if you ask for a car card, if you ask for a land title, some of them do not have it. But if you ask for something that is really affordable, they will be able to benefit from this initiative.
Let us extend this financial literacy to the grassroots. Because from I come from Iganga, we need them there because not everyone can be able to come to this side. And most of the tailors lack this knowledge because of the mindset that we have.
In response, Bank of Uganda officials are now intensifying outreach efforts, particularly to remove barriers faced by women entrepreneurs and other underserved groups.
We had received over 3,600 applications worth 72.43 billion Uganda shillings. And as at 30th June 2025, we had disbursed close to 3,000 applications with a total value of 59.17 billion.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
Thank you, Mary Namukose. Now, still in business, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Major General David Kasura Chomukama, has encouraged district production officers in the country to utilize the available resources to attain targets that benefit farmers. He was speaking at a two-day strategic alignment and engagement meeting for district production officers at NFLC in PG District.
In the efforts to improve the agriculture sector, district production officers have been encouraged to fully utilize the available resources at their districts. In a speech read for him by the Assistant Commissioner, Agriculture Extension, Ramgisha Patience, according to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, there is need for districts to streamline agriculture programs to develop the farmers socially and economically.
So when somebody here was advising that people have to do a lot of reading, a lot of analytics, we really need to position ourselves as extension and see how do we drive all these programs that are coming to address the needs of the farmers.
He said the Ministry of Agriculture is the biggest employer in the country with 1.8 million jobs annually. Therefore, districts should emphasize production and agro-business hubs, enhance enterprises and value addition. Ramgisha also commended the PDM program that has brought funds down to the communities.
It may have other shortcomings, but getting resource flows to down there from the center direct is an achievement that we must harness.
The principal, Mpigi National Farmers Leadership Center, Okwaja John Bosco, advised the production officers to share the skills with farmers and also fight counterfeit products on the market.
They say also there is the issue of fake one in the market. They spend a lot of money to buy seed that does not germinate, buy fertilizers, pesticides that do not work. And in your district, you are allowed these people to operate the way they want. So they are frustrated. 3 is the issue of climate what? They say you can produce, then the drought comes. Or sometimes the floods what? Come. And then the other one, the last one was pests and what? And for them they say all of those challenges, it is the government to do what? But you always find that when we host extension worker here, you will also behave like a farmer. You will also start telling us what? Challenges. Yet it's supposed to do what? So those are the things we need more retreats to be here.
Joseph Chigozigorola, Salongo Kaswante for UBC News.
And that closes our time on UBC Lunchtime News this afternoon. A lot of news updates await you at 7 p.m. on our UBC Lero in Luganda and 8 and 10 p.m. on UBC News Tonight. My name is Maureen Babidia. From me and the entire newsroom, we wish you a lovely afternoon.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your